Hey guys, it's Lauren. Thanks for tuning in. For today, I am filming a haul video. More exactly a Sephora haul video. As we all know, the sale's going on, or it has gone on depending on timelines of getting things out. But yeah, I got stuff. I actually got invited to the Sephora Friends and Family event. It's like the precursor to the sale a few weeks back, and I picked up a couple of items I've been using pretty regularly since I got them. And then when the sale launched, placed another pretty big order. It's like mainly luxury stuff. So that came in last night. I immediately like opened it up and like swatched everything. And then this morning I threw it all on my face in various amounts, testing it out. In retrospect, it would have been a good idea to film that process, to have the inserts and application whatnots, but I didn't do that. But at least I have somewhat sampled everything so I can speak to it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about my stuff, so let's get into it. So I'm gonna start with the two hair care items that I got. Now these are two items that I got during the Friends and Family sale, so I've used them quite a bit, and it's two items from IGK. I got the Low Key Cleansing Walnut Scalp Scrub and the Prenup Instant Spray Hair Mask. This is a brand that I have been seeing around. Like a bunch of people are talking about it, both like on Instagram and on blogs and on YouTube. Just been seeing it. It's like a new hip brand. I've used both of these now for a few weeks. The Low Key Cleansing Walnut Scrub is a hair scrub, which is like a really like in thing right now. I've been seeing so many brands launch them. Like Christoph Robin had one, ACV has one now. I think Briogeo has one. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like VIB and Way come out with one, because they're quite like a trending thing. And I really like it. It's a really cleansing, cooling experience on the scalp. This is like meant for people who have like a lot of buildup in their hair, color treated hair, maybe with really oily scalps, or have done like a lot of heat styling. I don't have color treated hair anymore, and my scalp does get pretty oily, and my hair, I do heat style it every now and then, so I kind of like having this in the mix. And it just gives a really cleansing experience to the scalp. I'm like prone to some scalp issues, so this really helps with that, and it helps clarify. It does have some apple cider vinegar in it, which does help with the health of scalp. That sounds very weird. Helps with the health of scalp, but it does that, and it feels really nice. It's really cooling. It smells really nice. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. So this was definitely one of the more reasonably priced hair scrubs that are out there. So that's why I wanted to do an introduction to one at a lower price point, and I'm really impressed. I really like it, and I love the way it smells. The other item is the Prenup Instant Spray Hair Mask. Now, what I had read about this is it's supposed to be like a take on the Crayon style splash masks. You know, those, I don't know if Belief has one, but a lot of different K-beauty brands have them, and it's literally a splash mask. It's like a water treatment. I think you do it mainly in the shower, but you literally just splash it onto your face and rinse it off. I haven't used very many of them, and I can't really speak to having like any results from them from what I've tried, but I haven't really tried very many and like used it for long enough to speak to results. But I was still sort of curious in that idea for a hair mask. So it is you spray it onto the hair when it is damp. You like kind of wring out or just like get rid of excess of water in your hair, and then you spray it on, and then you comb it out either with your fingers or a comb, and then you rinse it with cold water, and you can leave it on for a few more minutes, or you can just like instantly rinse it. And I have done both, and I find leaving it on for like 3 to 5 minutes to be more beneficial. And I find it pretty key to rinsing the hair out with cold water to be the most effective, to make your hair like really nice and pretty and shiny and conditioned from this. Whenever it's like warm water, it's almost like it seems to negate the results. I don't know if there's any science behind that, but it's just my experience. And I do not care for the scent of this. That is one of my only problems. Oh, and the other problem is the amount you get. You know, granted, I have like medium to long length hair, and I have quite a bit of it, so I have to use quite a lot of this, and that's just with me with hair products in general. So I just kind of like go through them faster than people with like medium to short length hair. So this is something I'll probably go through faster than I will like because it is a spray. Surprising enough, I only got one skincare item. I've been on a makeup kick lately, and also I just haven't been that intrigued by the majority of the brands carried at Sephora in regards to skincare. I think most of the brands I'm super interested are at places like Credo or are like direct to consumer sort of brands. But one thing that I had my eye on, and when it had the opportunity for 20% off, I jumped on it, and that is the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. Now, this is a retinol treatment for the eyes that you can use on the under eye as well on the lid. So it's supposed to help address like puffiness, dark circles, wrinkles, texture, probably something else in there that I'm not remembering, but it's supposed to address a lot of things. It's not necessarily a very moisturizing eye cream, so if you need something for a lot of hydration, it would be something that you would layer on underneath a cream. But I was curious about it because it is one of those items that you can use on the lid. Most eye creams only market themselves to be used on the under eye, and although I want attention to my under eye, I really want some attention to my eyelid in itself. I've always had very textured eyelids, eye areas, like prone to skin tags and just like bumpiness on my eyes. And as I've gotten older, once I crossed the threshold of 30, it just like instantaneously got even more textured. So I'm wanting to like address that, find ways to help that area instead of just like going to the dermatologist and potentially getting very painful burn offing of skin tags. If you've ever had that done, it sucks. So having something like this is, yeah, I've only been using it for about 2 or 3 weeks, so I can't necessarily say if it has done anything yet. It absorbs really fast, it feels nice. It will be something that I will update the results on as I use it more. Yeah. Okay, so getting into the makeup, which is probably going to be the bulk of this video, I actually got quite a bit of eye products. I've been on an eye kick apparently, but I'm gonna start with, what will I start with? I'm gonna start with this number I got from Burberry. This is the Face Contour. I got it in the color, it's like the lighter color, or medium. It says medium, but it's also the number 1. I got the lighter of the options, and if this is medium, this is like, it's really light for a medium. But yes, I got the Burberry Contour Stick. This was on Into the Glosses, like best of 25 list of the year, or 24, however many products, so that like automatically like intrigued me because it's like got the cool girl stamp on it. So this is what it says it is. It is a face contour stick. It is a cream formula, and it's actually a really, really soft formula, and it's pretty light. It's not like a really deep pigment, and it blended in really nicely when I put it on today. It is pretty subtle though. It's definitely, it seems like a contour for like every day, like a regular person's contour who's going to contour. So I contoured along here. I did my temple area and like my jawline, and it's pretty subtle. I'm not entirely sure. I can't speak to its longevity yet since I literally just put it on this morning, but so far I like it. But we shall see. We shall see if Into the Gloss is correct. So another complexion face related product that I picked up is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit. This is volume 3, or the one for this year. And this is another one of those items that I picked up during the friends and family sale. So I've had this for several weeks and I've been playing with it pretty much probably every day. I've been wearing it in like various amounts. I really like this. I'm not in love with it. I'm on the fence about it. Like, the powders on it are beautiful. Hourglass is one of my favorite brands. Their blush, Incandescent Electra, is like one of my like holy grail blushes. I've like hit like monster size pan on it, as well as the dim light that I have, which there is a small version of it in here. Now you get the two like finishing powders, you get a highlighter, you get two blushes and the bronzer, and this is what really intrigued me in this palette because this one had the bronzer. I really wanted ones in the past season, but I just never pulled the trigger, and when I saw that they were including the bronzer in this season, I was like, oh, I really want it. Funny enough, the bronzer is one of the things that I have a qualm with in the product. I have a qualm with like the layout of these. I think it should be reversed. So if you wanted to just like swirl both of these together, you wouldn't also be picking up the highlight. But the other qualm is the bronzer. Because they're sort of ambient lighting, whatever strobe these guys, the marbled ones, are like marbled, they aren't consistent in what they look like. Not just from like one to the next, but also as you use it. From using Incandescent Electra, like if you don't do a very even like swirl, you can get a very different like color that comes out, or intensity of color, or shininess in the color. And as you go down in the marbling, it sort of changes. Now this one has a lot more, I feel like, of the marbling than it does of like the bronzy color. So it's actually really faint. Even on me, I have very, very pale skin. So if you're deeper than me and you're interested in this, I really recommend like going in the store and making sure you get one that has like a marbling that is more intense on the color. So then you're not like kind of let down with a bronzer that you can't use that much. But overall, everything is really beautiful. This highlight is gorgeous. It has these like beautiful, like, I say like the word speck, it sounds like wrong and it sounds like it's gonna be really glittery, but it has like this like effect where it is like as you move, it's not necessarily like a strip of light, it's more like a subtle glimmer that happens. Like, you know, when a diamond oscillates in the light, how you get like these shimmer specks, it kind of does that. And then the blushes are really pretty. I've used them, like I've layered them. I've used both today. I have this one as like my base, and then I have this one like popped on the cheek. So yeah, it is beautiful. And the fact that it was 20% off is a big win, since Hourglass is crazy expensive. I'm gonna move on to the eye products, which is the bulk of what I picked up. I'm gonna talk about this guy first. I like put everything back into the box as if it's like fresh and new, which it's not. I put everything back in, which is ridiculous. So this is one of the Marc Jacobs eyeliners, and this is in, which color is this one? This one is Fine Wine. I'm wearing this today on my lower lash line and my lower waterline. I love this trend of like pops of red and like real red, and this is beautiful. I love the idea of red on my eye and on my lower lash line, but does it kind of look like I'm bleeding from my eyes? Maybe. Do I kind of like the way that looks? Maybe. So you can see it definitely looks rather intense, but I enjoy it. I love Marc Jacobs products. I have one of these in black, and it is a great long-lasting eyeliner, crayon eyeliner. So yeah, these are good. Wanted one of those in my life. And then I picked up a Burberry eyeshadow. This is one of their wet and dry silk shadows. And I picked up the color Mulberry. I know that I think like Rosewood and Pale Barley are like the two really famous ones. I think like Pale Barley is like very cold, but I was really drawn to this purple shade. It's like deep reds, cool tone grays, and like purples have been speaking to me. And this is a really pretty sophisticated color. It's not intensely pigmented. I am wearing it today mixed in with some glitter that I'll be showing in a second. And I like it. I'm on the fence about it though, because I applied this and then I went about my day. I had like a call, I went out, ran some errands, and then I came back and I was like sitting down to film the video, and I was like, oh, like the eyeshadow has like lost its intensity. You know, that might be because I played with a lot of different products and I didn't like prime my eyes completely correctly, so I'm gonna give it a couple more shots, but it kind of just like dissolved into my eye area, so that's not good. But it's a really pretty purpley color, one of those great sort of eyeshadows that's like great to just be like a one and done type of eyeshadow, even though I did not one and done it today. I have a sort of amalgamation of these various glitters on my eye. All three of these I would say are like a very elevated, like almost sophisticated, like glimmery shimmer, if there even is such a thing, but they all, I don't know, they're all very refined in a way. So I picked up one of the new Natasha Denona Crystal Top Coats. I got the color Nude. I got the Surratt Prismatic Eyes. I got, which color did I get? Crystal Eyes. It's like a nice icy white. And then the Kevyn Aucoin Diamond Eyeglass. I got it in the color Cosmic. I'll go ahead and get into this one since I have it in my hand. Now this is an eye gloss. I think this might even be like one of like the OG eyeglasses. Like a month, almost like 2 months ago. No, it was like a solid month ago. I had some skin tags, as I had mentioned earlier, burnt off my eyes, and I couldn't really wear eye makeup. It just wasn't really comfortable. So I was putting Aquifer on my eyelids, and then I was doing like a really bold lip and very bronze skin, so that was like my makeup for a few days, and I really loved that effect. It felt like very Kevyn Aucoin Cher-esque, if you've ever seen that photo, that really awesome photo of the makeup that he did on Cher, where it's like a glossy lid and it's like looking down and she has like this plum lip. It's such a beautiful look. I'll insert like a shot of it somewhere. Anyways, I don't know if this was the product or if this product was developed out of that or whatnot, but this is just beautiful. And it comes in a couple different colors. I got the color Cosmic because it has this really beautiful like color shifting light to it. It's like rainbow, like blue, purple. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, it's glossy on the lid. I haven't worn it for too long. I kind of just like put it on to like swatch it on my eyes, and then I went in with the top coat. But so far I love this. I can't wait to wear this in that sort of look that I was super into a month ago. I'll probably be filming that face soon. So it was like a really deep, bold oxblood lip, very bronze skin, and then just this on the eyes. And I really liked it. It was really pretty. Well, not this, just the Aquifer, but now this will be the updated version with this beautiful, I don't know, is the word duochrome? Just color shifting, beautiful gloss. And then because I'm on like an eye gloss kick for some reason, I wanted to try the Prismatic Eyes from Surratt. I haven't heard much about these. There's not very many reviews out there. There wasn't very many swatches, but I was really intrigued. All of like the press photos looked super gorgeous, and I landed on getting the Crystal Eye one out of all of them, which is funny because like a really frosty, like white shimmer eye was basically my makeup throughout all of high school, and this is like a grown-up version of that. So it's like this duo guy that has like a gloss base that you put on, and then it has this shimmer that goes on top of it that you put on top. So I'll insert shots of them on their own and then layered, since I'm not sure if this is gonna show up. Just kind of gives this really beautiful, icy, glimmery effect to the eye. I gotta look up what this is, if this is just a like straight up pot of like Aquifer or Dr. Pawpaw's. I'm gonna be really annoyed, but it's quite beautiful. Interesting effect on the eye. Very beautiful, subtle, yet kind of bold in a way, if that makes any sense. And then last but not least in the eye department is one of the new Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coat, and I got in the color Nude. I have it on my eyes today, layered on top of the Burberry eyeshadow, and this is beautiful. It is a really sort of like almost bouncy, creamy texture. I didn't expect that, and it kind of looks like a pot of straight mica, which I'm not mad about. Here it is. Just an absolutely beautiful color. And I can see myself basically wearing this every single day. I haven't tried anything by Natasha Denona, so this will be my first product. So far, I'm really impressed. It is quite beautiful, and I am very sparkly now. I'm very shimmery, but just gonna go with it. And I will get into the last item I got, which is another item from Surratt. This is one of their new Le Baton Rouge lipsticks. So it's like this dual-ended lipstick that has like a liner or like a cream, and then it has like a powder pigment on the other side. And it's an interesting concept. I'm not sure of the longevity. I put it on earlier. It's kind of worn away. I'm not entirely sure if you can tell, but it's a little bit patchy. Granted, I have like eaten, and I have my coffee that I've been sipping on for a hot minute. But this is really pretty. It's an interesting concept. It has that sort of like melting powder, very similar to like the CLE melting powders that I really like. If you wanted to try one of those like powder to like lip products, the CLEs are really awesome, and they look really beautiful as blushes as well. So you get this side, which is basically the liner, and then you get this pigment side. And I'll just write the name of the color that I got because I'm terrible at pronouncing things. So, but it was one of the more like mauve or rosy colors. All the other colors were like quite bold, but so far I'm really liking it. Awesome packaging as always. Surratt always nails it with the packaging. This is very like slender and sophisticated. I'm actually gonna go reapply this when I get done with this video. But yeah, that's everything that I picked up. I did get 2 rewards points. I picked up 2 perfumes. I got the Nest fragrance in Black Tulip. I'm a really big fan of Nest fragrance in general, and this Black Tulip, I had smelled it months ago, and I was like, oh, that's really sexy. And so when there was a little tiny option, I jumped on it, and yeah, it's a very sensual, dark perfume. And then I got the new Clementine perfume from Atelier because I really love their orange one, and so I thought maybe this would be similar. I hadn't smelled it before, and it's okay. It's definitely more floral than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more citrus because they do citrus scents really well, but it's a nice little guy, and it was a decent point perk. I like it when they have these as point perks because, you know, these are kind of expensive all on their own right, so it seems kind of worth it in terms of the sample size. So yeah, guys, that is everything that I picked up. I hope you enjoyed this haul. If you did, give it a like-see and subscribe if you're not already. Did you pick up anything during the sale, or was there anything on your wish list that you might be biting the bullet for? Let me know. Let us continue the beauty conversation below. All right, that's everything. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.